Welcome to our pause for prayer for Friday, the 15th of January 2021. And I am going to guide you in a meditation revolving around Psalm 23. But I'm going to start and finish today's pause for prayer by talking to you about what's happening next week. So this is my prayer tree, and I use it as a focus for prayer. I have lots of little luggage labels that I write people's names on to pray for. So for next week's pause for prayer, I'm going to focus on praying for all of those people we're aware of who are particularly in need of our prayers at the moment. So I'd invite you to send me a message either on Messenger or any other way that you routinely contact me to use to put a tag on the prayer tree. I won't name them, I won't say their names out loud, but if you can send me the names, I will use them to populate our prayer tree, which will be a visual guide as our prayers proceed next week. So I'm going to lead you in some guided prayer about Psalm 23. So to start, I'm going to read it to you. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Caring God, many have travelled through a difficult week. In these moments you invite us to rest here as if we were lying down in green pastures. Welcoming God, lead us now beside still waters to restore our souls, frightened souls, weary souls, troubled souls. The Lord is my shepherd. I have received all I ever needed in the past. We express gratitude for what we have received in the past. The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need now at this moment. We express gratitude for what we have in this moment. The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I will ever need for all time. We express gratitude for that which endures. We return to the first verse of our psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. What are the wants in your life? What's your wish list of things you desire? What's your bucket list of things you hope to accomplish or attain? Maybe take a moment to write them down. The wants in your life, your wish list, and your bucket list. The first want list is your wish list, what you want to have. The second want list is your bucket list, what you want to do or be. So maybe, like most of us, you desire some things that are not healthy for you. And you know that, but probably your list may include good desires and noble aspirations. What would it mean to be guided not by ego, but by love and goodness alone, and to follow so trustingly that your wish list disappeared? That doesn't mean that you would live without goals or direction or aspirations, but to follow God like a sheep, following a shepherd, is a spiritual state of radical trust. That kind of dependence upon God's compassion is a rejection of what others tell us is important. And it allows us to live without wanting. It brings an end to envy, lust, greed, competitiveness, aggression. It keeps us from judging ourselves and defining ourselves by what we attain, so that we can instead come to love ourselves for the inner light within. Look at your wish list, your bucket list. Many of these things are not bad things. They are harmful if these things become our shepherd, directing us, and if they are not things of ultimate value. If we attend to the leadership of the Good Shepherd, who can lead us beside still waters, our spirit can be led down the right paths and our souls restored. Now verse 4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. I imagine that for many this week, we have been going through a dark valley. We've all known dark valleys of our own. The psalmist says that even in the dark times, God's rod and staff dispel fear and offer comfort. That doesn't mean that evil things are prevented or undone. It means if we are guided by the God of love, then love can drive out fear and bring comfort. Think about a recent time when you have let fear guide you. Could you have chosen love over fear in that situation? How might things have gone differently? Imagine some future situation where someone or something seems threatening to you. Imagine choosing love over fear because you know that God leads by love alone, and only love can bring comfort. Fear leads us to have the last word, to lash out, to build walls, crush another's spirit, to feed our ego. These are choices that we make when we fear, and there is no comfort there. Love alone can lead to comfort. The shepherd's rod and staff offer steady guidance and rescue. Now we're turning to the final verse of the psalm. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. One commentator explains that the Hebrew word we translate as follow actually means something more like pursue or run after. Goodness and mercy are chasing us down. Goodness and mercy are not ambling along behind us, but are a concerted effort, a concerted energy directed towards us. Picture, if you will, two messengers named Goodness and Mercy chasing us down. If we can just slow down sometimes, Goodness and Mercy might be able to catch up with us. God's love is pursuing us like a gracious parent. God calls us back home for tea time. I love the final verse of one musical setting of this psalm. Your sure provisions, gracious God, attend me all my days. O may your house be my abode, and all my work be praise. Here would I find a settled rest, while others go and come. No more a stranger, nor a guest, but like a child at home. So the psalm ends by describing another relationship that we have with God, not as a stranger, not even as a guest, but as a child at home. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. So next week, if you want to send me some messages for the prayer tree, please do. And we will join together thinking very much about those who need our prayer. Peace be with you.